All right. I'm going to tell you a little story about foster care. So, back in the year 2000 in Clarkston, Washington, there used to be a foster care agency called Service Alternatives. I believe they still exist. I just think they moved over to Lewiston, Idaho. Still serve the same people, same area. So, therapeutic foster care is what it was. It's basically there's a company with workers who will take the foster kids, out to go do stuff or, you know, whatever, pick them up from school or whatever, take you from one foster home to another one. And I was 11 and I go to school one day, get out of school. Somebody from the foster care agency, Service Alternatives, they pick me up. They take me to the Service Alternatives office. Normal thing. I did that every day after school because my foster parents at the time didn't get off work until like after 5. I got out of school around 2. So they pick me up like normal, bring me there. When I get there, there's a police officer. His name is Officer White. I'm not sure if he was with the Clarkston Police Department or with the Asotin County Sheriff's Office, but he was with one of them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Something interesting going on here. Okay. So they bring out their little answering machine and they play a tape. And this tape is of another foster kid who was with Service Alternatives. Her name was Danielle. And as you might guess, she is a girl and sounds like a girl. And they play the tape. Immediately I knew who it was. Mind you, I've only seen this girl like 2 or 3 times before that, and I never saw her again after that. That's for a reason. So they play in this tape. It's a bomb threat. She's joking, I think laughing, making a bomb threat. I don't know, I haven't heard the tape in 26 years. Anyways, and I'm like, okay, so why is there a cop here? And they're like, well, that's something you would think is funny. And I'm like, that's a girl on that tape. And they said again, that's something you would think is funny, so you're going to go to jail. So Zanita, I'm pretty sure she still runs it there. I believe what happened was she set up with Danielle to have her do this little thing so that way they could arrest me for it. To, I guess, run their own little version of Scared Straight. I don't think that even existed in 2000. And yeah, that was my first crazy incident with foster care and being a ward of the state. I got a lot more stories to come, so stick around. I'll go on. So anyways, he says, that's something you'd think is funny, so you're going to go to jail. So he puts me in handcuffs. I'm smiling. I think it's hilarious. I don't know if they're playing a joke yet or whatnot. I mean, I was a weird kid. I was very hyper and a little wild. I was actually kind of excited to go to jail. I just thought all the other kids think oh, he's cool. There's nothing cool about that. But anyways, so he takes me to jail, the Asotin County Jail, mind you, for adults. And they put me in one of the holding cells, which I believe is just down the hall from the women's dorm, or sometimes it's the work release dorm. It just depends on how full they are with men and women. Sometimes they need more room for women if there's more women there. Anyways, and they kept me in that cell from about, I'd say, 3 o'clock Friday afternoon until Monday afternoon when I went to court and they released me to my foster parents. And then they gave me a public defender. His name was Gary Carpenter. If you're from the area, I'm sure you've heard of him. This guy was a joke. I don't understand how he worked as a public defender for so long, considering he did absolutely nothing for you. Ever. At all. So I finally go and I talk to him. And by the time I go and talk to him when we're going to court and stuff, I'm living back with my mom again for a short period of time. And I go talk to him and I say, hey, we need to, fight this, figure out what we need to do. Mind you, I'm 11. I'm an 11-year-old kid. Okay? I don't even think I've ever even heard of a bomb threat before this happened. I think this was like my first experience, like even knowing what a bomb threat is. And he's all like, well, that's not what the police report says. He says to me with this glazed over, I drank an entire fifth of vodka last night and, I'm on, 5 hydrocodone right now. That was Gary Carpenter. Anyways, they didn't do anything. They didn't even do as much as get the call records from where I lived from the phone company. They did literally nothing at all. And on the paperwork, it said that I was facing a maximum sentence of 10 years. Mind you, I was fucking 11. So they gave me a plea deal. You do 9 months of probation. They give you a deferred prosecution or whatever they call it. Basically, stay out of trouble for 9 months and they take it off your record. So I took it. I didn't see any other way out. So that's what I did. And I didn't try to fight it anymore because everybody who was supposed to be in my corner weren't willing to put a single bit of effort into finding out what really happened. Even the prosecuting attorney did absolutely no investigative work. Ben Nichols, I'm talking to you. I believe he's still the Superior Court prosecutor. I could be wrong. And that's how it went. I ended up getting charged with a Class B felony and going to jail when I was 11 years old because the foster care system thought that they had to teach me a lesson because I was too hyper.